A technical project manager plays a crucial role in bridging the gap between project management and technical expertise. Unlike a traditional project manager, this position requires not only strong organizational and leadership skills but also an understanding of technical processes, software development methodologies, IT systems, or engineering principles. A technical project manager oversees planning, execution, and delivery of projects while ensuring that the technical aspects are feasible, aligned with business goals, and delivered on time and within budget. Employers expect candidates for this role to demonstrate a balance of technical knowledge, project management proficiency, leadership qualities, and communication skills. Interviewers look for individuals who can coordinate between technical teams and stakeholders, manage risks, resolve challenges, and lead projects through their entire lifecycle. Preparing for such an interview requires familiarity with both technical and managerial questions. This video explores common technical project manager interview questions, provides sample answers, and offers tips to help candidates present themselves effectively. Question 1. Can you explain your experience managing technical projects? Answer begins here. I have managed multiple projects involving software development, IT infrastructure, and system integration. My responsibilities included coordinating with cross-functional teams, ensuring technical feasibility, tracking progress, and delivering within deadlines. I also used project management methodologies like Agile and Waterfall to tailor processes depending on the project requirements. Tip: provide specific examples, highlight industries worked in, and emphasize measurable outcomes. Question 2. What methodologies do you use for project management? Answer begins here. I am well versed in Agile, Scrum, and Waterfall methodologies. For projects requiring flexibility and iterative development, I prefer Agile, as it allows for continuous feedback and quick adaptation. For projects with defined requirements and strict deadlines, I often apply Waterfall. I also have experience with hybrid approaches to balance structure and adaptability. Tip: show versatility in methodologies and provide examples of where you applied them. Question 3. How do you handle conflicts between technical teams and stakeholders? Answer begins here. I start by understanding both perspectives. I facilitate open communication to identify the root cause of the conflict and work toward a solution that balances technical feasibility with business requirements. For example, if a stakeholder demands a feature that extends timelines, I negotiate adjustments or offer alternatives without compromising quality. Tip: emphasize communication, problem-solving, and negotiation skills. Question 4. How do you manage project risks? Answer begins here. I identify risks during the planning stage and create a risk register to document them. Each risk is evaluated based on impact and likelihood, and I develop mitigation strategies. For instance, in a cloud migration project, I plan contingency measures such as backup systems and testing phases to minimize downtime. Tip: provide structured approaches, risk identification, analysis, mitigation, and monitoring. Question 5. What tools do you use to manage projects? Answer begins here. I regularly use tools like Jira, Trello, Microsoft Project, and Asana for tracking tasks and progress. For communication, I rely on Slack and Microsoft Teams. I also use Confluence for documentation and GitHub for technical collaboration. These tools help streamline workflows, maintain transparency, and enhance collaboration. Tip: highlight familiarity with industry-standard tools and adaptability to learn new ones. Question 6. How do you ensure technical feasibility of a project? Answer begins here. I collaborate with architects and technical leads early in the planning stage. We review system requirements, resources, and dependencies to confirm feasibility. I also run pilot tests or proof of concept trials when needed to validate that technical requirements can be met before full implementation. Tip: show that you combine technical evaluation with collaborative decision-making. Question 7. How do you handle project delays? Answer begins here. I first identify the root cause of the delay and assess its impact on the overall timeline. I communicate transparently with stakeholders and work with the team to adjust schedules, reallocate resources, or prioritize critical tasks. I also document lessons learned to prevent similar delays in future projects. Tip: stress accountability, transparency, and proactive solutions. Question 8. How do you balance technical and business priorities? Answer begins here. I focus on aligning technical solutions with business goals. While it's important to maintain technical quality, I also ensure that the solutions meet business requirements within the defined scope. This often involves discussions with stakeholders to prioritize features, ensuring that essential functions are delivered first. Tip: demonstrate strategic thinking and stakeholder management. Question 9. Can you give an example of a successful project you managed? Answer begins here. One of my most successful projects was implementing a CRM system for a mid-sized company. The project required integrating data from multiple sources while ensuring minimal downtime. Through careful planning, agile sprints, and constant communication with stakeholders, we completed the project 2 weeks ahead of schedule and increased client satisfaction by 30%. Tip: use the STAR method, situation, task, action, result, to structure answers. Question 10. How do you lead and motivate technical teams? Answer begins here. I motivate teams by setting clear goals, acknowledging achievements, and fostering a collaborative environment. I ensure everyone understands how their contributions align with the project's success. I also encourage open feedback and provide opportunities for professional development. Tip: showcase leadership, communication, and team-building qualities. Question 11. How do you manage project budgets? Answer begins here. I create a detailed budget plan during project initiation, tracking costs against milestones. I regularly review expenses, identify variances, and adjust as necessary. In one project, I successfully delivered within 95% of the allocated budget by monitoring vendor contracts and optimizing resource allocation. Tip: demonstrate financial discipline and cost control strategies. Question 12. How do you ensure project quality? Answer begins here. I implement quality assurance checkpoints throughout the project lifecycle. Regular code reviews, testing cycles, and stakeholder feedback help maintain standards. I also ensure that deliverables are aligned with predefined acceptance criteria before final submission. Tip: highlight structured quality control and continuous improvement. Question 13. How do you manage changing requirements? Answer begins here. I embrace change by applying agile principles. I evaluate new requirements based on their impact on scope, cost, and time. If they add value, I integrate them into the backlog and reprioritize. I also communicate changes to stakeholders to ensure alignment and avoid scope creep. Tip: stress flexibility without losing control of timelines and deliverables. Question 14. How do you communicate project updates to stakeholders? Answer begins here. I provide regular status reports using dashboards, Gantt charts, and progress summaries. I also conduct weekly meetings with stakeholders to discuss progress, risks, and upcoming milestones. Clear and consistent communication builds trust and ensures alignment throughout the project. Tip: showcase clarity, transparency, and adaptability in communication. Question 15. Why should we hire you as a technical project manager? Answer begins here. I bring a unique blend of technical expertise and project management skills. With experience leading cross-functional teams, managing budgets, and delivering complex projects, I can ensure technical solutions align with business objectives. My ability to bridge communication between technical teams and executives allows me to deliver successful outcomes consistently. Tip: align your skills and experiences with the organization's needs. Closing thoughts. Technical project manager interviews test a candidate's ability to manage complex projects that combine technical execution with organizational strategy. Employers look for individuals who can oversee timelines, manage risks, control budgets, and lead teams while keeping technical feasibility in focus. To prepare effectively, candidates should focus on demonstrating their technical knowledge alongside project management skills. Providing real-life examples of past successes, using structured approaches to problem-solving, and showcasing adaptability are key. Highlighting tools, methodologies, and communication strategies also makes a strong impression. By combining project leadership, technical understanding, and stakeholder management, candidates can present themselves as well-rounded professionals ready to handle the demands of technical project management. Preparing thoughtful answers and illustrating experiences with measurable outcomes will help you stand out as a strong candidate for this role.